Hello my class 10 students. Here I have the Chemistry ICSE Class 10 Semester 2 board paper. This is section A I'm solving, and this is the answer key for your exam paper. I hope you have done exceedingly well. Just double check your answers with mine. This is section A. Okay. Now I've been teaching ICSE Physics, Chemistry and Maths for 41 plus years. So if you found this helpful, consider sharing and subscribing to my channel. Alright, let's begin section A. Yes, section A, this is your MCQ. It is of 10 marks. And the first one says the ore of aluminium. Now this one is zinc, this one is iron, this one is iron again, and this one is cryolite, which has aluminium. So this is the correct option. Our correct option here is D. The second one, hydrogen chloride gas is not collected over water. Why? It is highly soluble in water. It is less soluble in water, lighter than air. Not at all. These are not the correct one is this. So the correct option here is A. An aqueous solution of ammonia is NH4OH, and this NH4OH has this which is imparting basic nature. So the correct option is basic, and that is our C. Fourth subpart, the acid which is least volatile. Least volatile or non-volatile is concentrated sulfuric acid. You know that, right? So that will be our option D. Number 5, the gas formed when calcium bisulfite reacts with any dilute acid will liberate sulfur dioxide. Where is it? Here. So the correct option is C. The IUPAC name for formic acid. Formic acid is HCOOH. How many carbons does it have? 1. So it is methanoic acid. So that is our correct option here, B. I hope you are scoring your marks. The metallic oxide, which when reacted with HCl forms salt and water. Now, which one is the metallic oxide? Carbon, no. Nitrous, no. Ammonium, no. It will be sodium. So the correct option is D. The eighth one, vanadium pentoxide is used as a catalyst when SO2 becomes SO3. In the preparation of it will be sulfur trioxide. Where is it? Here. So the correct option is C. Then we come to the ninth one, the catalyst used for the conversion of ethene to ethane. Now ethene is double bond becoming single bond, means hydrogen has got added. So addition of hydrogen means hydrogenation. The catalyst is nickel at 300 degrees C. So the correct option here is B. Then the last one of section A, substance which helps to lower the fusion point of the mixture in Hall-Herold's process is not the coke, it is not this, it is not this either, it is fluorspar. Okay, so remember, apart from cryolite, we have fluorspar added to it. So the correct option is C. So I hope you have scored full marks in this. Check out your marks, write in the description. And if you found this helpful, then consider subscribing to my channel. Section B, answer key. Watch this video till the end, because you will learn how to calculate your ICSE chemistry marks, as I have been ICSE examiner. You can also calculate your marks in chemistry and write the marks in the comment box. Your question 2 of section B is definition. What is the definition of isomerism? What is the definition of ores? These ones are all direct questions. So look up in the textbook and give yourself 1 mark immediately. Okay, if it is word to word, then make sure that you get your 1 mark. Name the following question is the second part. The property by which carbon links to itself to form long chains. This is your catenation. And that again becomes your 1 mark. The saturated hydrocarbon having formula CnH2n-2, it means it is alkyl. So you have to write the term for saturated hydrocarbon with this. And so our correct answer is alkyl. You write that, you will get your 1 mark. Now as you know, your section B is made of question 2 up to question 6, and you have to choose any 3 questions. Each question will be for 10 marks. So you write 3 questions that should give you 30 marks. Okay. So these 30 marks should give you, along with the section A, the 10 marks of section A with the 30 marks of section B. It should give you your 40 marks. We come to question 2, the third subpart. We come to the structural diagram of pentanal. Now here the root word is pent. So for the A part, pent, we will write C single bond, C single bond, C single bond, C single bond, C. Al means it is aldehyde, so it will be double bond O here and single bond H. So that is your dash CHO group. And for each one of them, we will write 4 valencies taken up by hydrogen atoms each. So you write this, you get your 1 mark. Propanol. B will be prop, means it is 3 carbons, and all means it is dash OH group. And for all carbons, we will have to show 4 valencies taken up by hydrogen. Okay, so that is your 1 more mark. Now C part is 2-butene. But means 4 carbons. Ene means double bond, and the second carbon has double bond, means it's like so. So the remaining carbons will look like this. Each one of them will be having H like so, and that will give us the 3rd mark. We come to the 4th subpart. Complete and balance the chemical equations, and we have here C double bond C, and chlorine is added with CCl4 inert solvent. So we will write C single bond C. This H2 will be as it is, the other H2 will be as it is, and it will become a single bond here opening up, and that will attach Cl and Cl here, and that is your 1,2-dichloroethene. Okay, that gives you your 1 mark. C2H6 with excess oxygen, which means carbon becomes CO2 and hydrogen becomes H2O. And plus it will liberate heat because it's an alkene. Now in order to balance this, let us take this, it will become 6 here, so it will be here 2C2H6 means there will be 4C here, and that will give us 8 and 6, 14, so you will have 7O2. Okay, and this of course you have to heat. So you write this, you write this, you write this, and you write all this, and that is your 1 mark. Now CH4 with oxygen excess, again this on heating it will happen. C becomes CO2, H becomes H2O, and it will liberate heat. So we will make this even number here, this oxygen. So we'll have 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen, so that is CH4 balance, and we have 2 O2 because we have 4 oxygens here. Okay, so that gives you your 1 mark. We come to question number 3, the first part. State the following. A compound formed when excess ammonia gas reacts with chlorine. So excess ammonia gas will be, actually your reaction is 8NH3 plus 3Cl2 gives 6NH4Cl plus N2. So the compound is ammonium chloride. You write this, you get your 1 mark. The substance added to water to manufacture sulfuric acid in contact process. Now sulfuric acid is obtained when we add soft water to oleum. So here we will write it as oleum, which should give you your 1 mark, but you should also write it as pyrosulfuric acid. Okay, Now let us check the question 3 second part. Identify gas P and Q in the reaction given below. A compound reacts with an acid to form gas P, which has no effect on acidified K2Cr2O7 but turns lime water milky, which means this gas is carbon dioxide. So we write it as carbon dioxide. This is your question 3 second part, and that should give you your 1 mark. Question 3b. A metallic nitrate reacts on heating, gives oxygen gas along with the colored gas Q. So which colored gas will be liberated by a nitrate? Won't it be nitrogen dioxide? So you will write B, which is nitrogen dioxide. And that will give you 1 mark. Question 3, third part. State the observation. A. Dry ammonia gas reacts with oxygen in presence of a catalyst. So ammonia with oxygen in presence of platinum 7 to 800 degrees C. Now here your first observation is going to be colorless nitric oxide is formed which on combining with atmospheric oxygen forms reddish brown NO2 gas. And the second observation will be that catalyst platinum continues to glow even after the heating is stopped, because it's an exothermic reaction. So this is for 1 mark, and you should get your 1 mark because you have written both the options. We come to excess chlorine reacts with ammonia gas. Now excess chlorine with ammonia will form NCl3. So what is our observation for that? Yellow, oily, viscous, explosive, liquid, nitrogen chloride, I'm writing NCl3 because I don't have space, is formed. So we come to part C. Carbon reacts with hot conch nitric acid. Now carbon will become CO2 and it will also give H2O and NO2. Now for observation, which part will you see first? Will you see this part first or this part first? So we'll write reddish brown nitrogen dioxide gas is evolved along with which other gas is there? CO2. And we'll have along with a colorless, odorless CO2 gas. Okay, that should be enough. We don't have to write turns lime water milky because we have a mixture of NO2 and CO2. There are 2 gases here. We come to the balanced equations. Carbon from cane sugar and concentrated sulfuric acid. So what is our cane sugar? Cane sugar is C12H22O11 in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. It is going to give us 12C plus 11H2O. Okay, so that is our A reaction. What is a B reaction? Ferric nitrate from ferric hydroxide and nitric acid. What is ferric hydroxide? Fe with 3 plus valency. So it will be FeOH thrice. Plus we will need 3 HNO3 dilute. And that would give us, Fe will take NO3. So it will become ferric. That means FeNO3 thrice. Plus 3H and 3OH means 3H2O. So you get 1 mark for this, you get 1 mark for this. Let's come to the C reaction. Ammonium sulfate from ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide is going to be NH4OH plus sulfuric acid is H2SO4. And that gives us NH4 twice SO4. So we'll write 2 here. And plus there will be 2 OHs and 2 H's means 2 H2O. And that finishes our question 4. And that finishes our question 3. Now we come to question number 4. One relevant reason for the following: concentrated alkali is used in the concentration of bauxite. And the second one is fused alumina is reduced by aluminium by electrolysis. So let us see how we write them. Okay, so our A answer, we write bauxite ore is amphoteric in nature and therefore it dissolves in concentrated alkali solution. But the impurities Fe2O3 and SiO2, they are not amphoteric, so they do not dissolve in the alkali and therefore they can be separated out, and that's how we can concentrate the ore. Now fused alumina is stable oxide of aluminium, as aluminium is higher in the EC series, that is activity series, and has strong affinity for oxygen. Thus, it cannot be reduced by normal reducing agents like CCO or H2. Hence, alumina has to be reduced to aluminium by electrolysis. Okay, so mark the keywords: stable oxide, because aluminium higher in the activity series, strong affinity for oxygen, cannot be reduced by reducing agents, therefore by electrolysis. Okay, hope you're getting it right, hope you're counting your marks. So that would be 1 mark for this, 1 mark for this, and 1 mark for this. State one use of the given alloy. Now magnesium and duralumin. Now magnesium is light, tough and hard alloy of aluminium, and it is used in scientific tools. You can write this or you can take any other use from your textbook. And where is duralumin used? That's right, it is used in aircrafts, right? So you write that and that will give you your 1 mark each, and that's how you get your full marks. Question for third part. So laboratory preparation of ammonia, reactants used, that is your first blank, drying agent is second blank, and the method of collection is the third one. So you can write your answers as A, B and C like so. Let us see what are the products: calcium chloride and water and ammonia. So calcium chloride means it must be calcium hydroxide and ammonium chloride. So it will be ammonium chloride and calcium hydroxide. Correct? B is drying agent. The ammonia being basic, it will have calcium oxide, which is CaO. That would be the drying agent as it's hygroscopic. Method of collection in the lab, ammonia is lighter, so it will rise and air will come down. So it will be by downward displacement of air. And that should give you your 3 full marks. Let us come to the fourth part. Identify the terms for the following. The process used to purify alumina by electrolytic reduction. By electrolytic reduction, when we purify, will it be Bayer's process? What does Bayer's process do? It purifies bauxite. And what does Hall-Herold's process do? It reduces alumina by electrolysis, correct? So it will be Hall-Herold process. What is our B answer? The experiment used to demonstrate high solubility of hydrogen chloride gas will be the fountain experiment. We come to C part, the chemical property of sulfuric acid, which forms 2 types of salts with an alkali. 2 types of salt means there must be 2 hydrogen atoms in a molecule of it. So that will be your dibasic acid. This is the property. And that should give you your 1 mark each, means 3 marks. Got that? That finished our question 4. We come to question number 5. Now so far I have written with you question number 2, 3 and 4. So this much should give you actually your 30 marks. But I'm going to still work with question number 5 and question number 6. So let's start question number 5. Remember, there is a choice in section B. The first one will be write the balanced chemical equation for the following. The balanced chemical equation, action of heat on manganese dioxide, means it is going to be your MnO2 plus concentrated hydrochloric acid will have 4 HCl concentrated, and that with heating gives us MnCl2 plus this H takes this water, so 2H2O, and Cl is left by itself because hydrogen is removed from this HCl. So it will have Cl2, and that is our chemical equation. This will give you your 1 mark. Zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride. Now this is such a simple reaction. Correct? Yeah. So I'm sure basically the question paper was very easy, and all of you should get 37 plus marks on 40. Select the right answer from the brackets to complete the statement. In the electrolysis of fused alumina, the anode is made of, is it gas carbon or graphite? It will be your graphite rod, and the product formed at cathode is going to be oxygen or aluminium. Now tell me, cathode means the cation should go there, correct? Which is the cation? Is oxygen or aluminium? Which will form the cation? Obviously aluminium. So it is going to be your aluminium. Now for your exam, just write A is this and B is this. So write your graphite and this is aluminium. Question 5, the third subpart. The IUPAC name for the following. Now you will see there are 2 carbons, so it is eth. Double bond, so it is ene, so it is ethene. So your A answer is ethene. That should give you a 1 mark. This is having this dash CHO, means aldehyde. In the straight chain there are 3 carbons, so it is prop. So we have prop. Single bonds here, so that is AN, and CHO group means aldehyde, so Al. That should give you your 1 mark, and we come to C part. Now the straight chain longest chain is this. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons, so it is a pent. All single bonds, so it is pentane. Now branch is here, If you count from here 1, 2, 3, so this is third carbon. If you count from here 1, 2, 3, so this is also third carbon. So it is in the third position we have CH3 group. So that is methyl group. So 3 methyl pent in. Let us come to the fourth subpart. Study the diagram which shows brown ring test and answer the following questions. Iron 2 sulfate, so this is light green in color, brown ring. This Z will be H2SO4 because it's settled down. Let us see what ion is determined by the brown ring test. Now brown ring test is for the nitrate ion. So nitrate ion or nitrate radical, which is NO3 1 minus ion, that is your anion. Okay, actually you could also write over there anion. Freshly prepared iron 2 sulfate is used. Why? So let me use this space for B answer. Iron 2 sulfate combines with atmospheric oxygen to form iron 3 sulfate, comma, which does not form brown ring. Hence, freshly prepared iron 2 sulfate is used for the test, for this test. And you write all this because it combines on atmospheric oxygen to form iron 3 sulfate. Okay, that is the, and does not react for the brown ring. Alright, so that is your 1 mark. Then name the substance Z. Right in the beginning, what did we say? It is concentrated sulfuric acid. That finishes our question 5. Now we come to the last question, that is 6th question. The first subpart says distinguish between sodium sulfite and sodium sulfate using H2SO4, lead salt and zinc salt using NH4OH. Now we'll have to make 3 columns for that. So let's see how we write it. For question 6, first part A, we have made the 3 columns and sodium sulfite solution is given, sodium sulfate solution is given, and they are asking you to distinguish using dilute sulfuric acid. So we add dilute sulfuric acid to each. Sodium sulfite with SO3 radical will liberate SO2 gas, but sodium sulfate and this dilute H2SO4 with this sulfate, there will be no reaction. Okay, so what will be the main thing over here? If no reaction, then sodium sulfate is present. But if it is sodium sulfite, then you will have SO2 gas. So if colorless gas with suffocating odor is liberated, put semicolon, which turns, we write the test for that, which turns lime water milky. And what else sulfur dioxide gas do? And it turns acidified which solution? K2Cr2O7 solution. What is the color of it? From orange to what does it change to? It is green, but it has to be clear green. then we will say that SO3 2 minus radical is present, and therefore we will have Na2 SO3 present. Mark the keywords and that will give us our 1 mark. Okay, we come to the B part. For B as well, we take the same format, the 3 columns, and here we will write in ammonium hydroxide solution we have to take in excess. So what do we write here? Add NH4OH solution dropwise, that is little, and then in. Now lead salt with NH4OH, it will form chalky white precipitate, correct? But zinc with gelatinous white precipitate will have it dissolving in excess, whereas lead will have insoluble. So let's see how we write it. Okay, so with lead salt we will have chalky white precipitate of PbOH twice is formed, which is insoluble in excess of NH4OH. Then Pb2 plus present, therefore lead salt is present, and they have given solution, so we write solution. For zinc, what you'll say, if gelatinous white precipitate of zinc hydroxide is formed, which is soluble in excess. So both places there is white precipitate, but here it is insoluble and here it is soluble. Okay, then we say that zinc 2 plus present, so zinc salt solution is present, and that should give us a 1 mark. Let us come to question 6, the second part. Give one word for the following statements. The compounds of various metals found in nature with earthly impurities. What are those compounds called? Aren't they minerals? So you write that, you get your 1 mark. So your A answer is there. Our B answer will be a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more metals, or a metal and a non-metal in specific ratio. That will give us in definite proportion will be our alloy, and that is your 1 mark. The third question, identify the acid in each case. A tells you acid formed when sulfur reacts with concentrated nitric acid. Now sulfur gets oxidized by nitric acid not just to sulfur dioxide but H2SO4. So your first answer is sulfuric acid. Okay, then an acid on adding to lead nitrate solution produces a white precipitate which is soluble on heating. White precipitate soluble in heating is lead chloride. So which acid will from lead nitrate remove this nitrate and replace with chlorine? This acid must be having chlorine in it. So it will be hydrochloric acid. And the last part of this is the acid formed when potassium nitrate is heated with least volatile acid, means H2SO4. So I have KNO3 and I am heating it with H2SO4. So I will have this acid which is at HNO3. So that will be nitric acid. That's the lab preparation of nitric acid. So this is again 1 mark each. That gives us full marks so far. Let us come to the fourth subpart. Match the column A with column B, and they have given us A, B, C. So I would write, of course I don't have space here, but I'll just tell you in short what you should do. Okay, so we have column A and column B, and we have a 1 here and 2 here and 3 here. Now aldehyde will be dash CHO, so I will write like so. Carboxylic acid is dash COH, where is it? This. And alcohol is dash OH, so that will be our A. Okay, so B, C, A in that order. So we'll have 1 mark per, and that gives us our full marks. So we have actually solved the full paper, not the choice questions, but all the questions. Okay, so I hope you have understood how the marks are going to be calculated. Again, you can watch section A solved. The link of it is given in the beginning of the video. And also write in the comment box how many marks are you expecting. Okay, and if you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. Okay, all the best for your future, all the best for all your exam. Take care, be safe, bye.